Hey SC educators, my name is Paul Riccomini, and I am with the Academic Alliance South Carolina, AASC. I want to talk about the importance of specially designed activities for students with disabilities to support their mathematical retention. Let's dive in. As a former math teacher, I struggled with ways to help my students retain the things we were learning. It was very frustrating because I would see my students learning, making progress. But then a month or two later, when that topic came up, they acted like they had never learned it. I was stuck, spinning my wheels. I felt like I was constantly having to stop and go back. I was also doing a variety of typical math review activities, like the bell ringers, the warm-ups, the review days, the study guides. Even played games with my students, but nothing seemed to work. It wasn't until after I left the classroom and became a faculty researcher that I learned about the cognitive processes involved with retention. Let me explain. When we learn something, it becomes encoded in the part of our brain associated with long-term memory. And in order to enhance retention, the activities must force the students into their long-term memory to retrieve the information. And this has to happen repeatedly or it's not going to work. So what kind of activities require students to access their long-term memory? Researchers have identified 3 critical ingredients that must be designed into the activities to support retention. They are intentional spacing from initial learning, interleaving or mixed practice, and opportunities for free recall paired with feedback. When I think back to what I used to do for attention, I would have done things very differently to make sure to include these key ingredients. Remember, helping students retain more of what they learn is critical in mathematics, and using evidence-based strategies is essential to making the math classroom more equitable, accessible, and inclusive for every student, including students with disabilities. Thank you, and keep up the great work. You are making a difference.